His Excellency, all protocols observed, good morning. Kindly let's go ahead for a word of prayer.
Eliud Owalo, PS Interior, all digital content creators, all stakeholders, Butita, who's a comedian and a digital content creator, to just give brief remarks on behalf of content creators.
Eliud Owalo, President of Global Affairs, Facebook, Nick Clegg. Ladies and gentlemen, give it in the country. Today marks a historic day as into sustainable income also. Because we create content that is consumed both locally, because now we are moving also, and it's an additional to kufinya computer to, and also you'll make some good money after tax business. Yeah.
So let's put our hands together as we welcome Mr. Nick Clegg. Welcome.
With you, Mr. President, Your Excellency, and your distinguished team online on a number of occasions, and every single time, Mr. President, you a dizzying array of creative content that is produced here in Kenya, like Facebook and Instagram. But your point that you've been making to me, quite rightly, on Facebook, ads in Reels, so you can have ads here. I very much hope they will be used by creators across. Is really something that we want to see play out on our apps and on our platforms.
Is anything that the technical person would like to just mention on that? Any questions?
Shall we talk about eligibility?
How do we train creators to be able to meet that criteria?
Criteria will get notified on the spot in app and will be able to set up his financial account. And
are schools as an institution eligible?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you going to establish an office in Kenya and in Nairobi? Because previously we have had challenges reaching you directly.
My question is whether we'll have Facebook subscription so that we can be able to serve people series and they can subscribe for them. And also secondly, what will be the revenue share for the monetization metrics?
Open an office here. We are very clear, though, that the company has gone through often come into the country and the region to work out of Kenya as well. But it's unlikely that in the near future we will open an office. We've already had very early the structure like the To Africa submarine cable, which we hope will give you even better internet, better and more affordable internet access over the years to come, as well as other major infrastructure.
We've had numerous conversations, consultations, engagement, as Clegg has said.
We very much want to continue to work in partnership with the government here, with all of you, with entrepreneurs, with educators, with creators, as we forge a way ahead in the future. Thank you.
I want to thank Meta for offering to consider Kenya for some of the BPOs that will be trying to find a home. I want to tell you that we are reworking the legislation in Kenya to make it much more easy for people who work in the BPO space to be able to work with Kenyan young people as you look for homes for some of the opportunities. I want to welcome you to Kenya. We have a very knowledgeable, very well-trained, educated, very good English, hardworking, innovative, creative young population in Kenya that can take up anything. And I am very happy that you're also keen, and then I want to commend Meta Group alongside all the other players for being keen on safety and making sure that we have the right content and we do not have content that can be abused in that space. Again, we're going to work with you. The government of Kenya is going to deploy whatever resources we have to work with you to make sure that that space is secure and we minimize content that is undesirable. I've now gotten a commitment from Clegg and the Meta team that by June, all our creators will now have an opportunity to really monetize everything that they do in that space, put ads, make sure they can access Instagram, commerce around it, and it speaks to our bottom-up economic transformation agenda on making sure that we give everybody a chance right from the bottom. And I am very happy that this is moving in the right direction. I want to encourage Meta Group. If we can do it before June, somewhere in the middle here, it would be a very welcome surprise to many of these good people. As you can hear them speak, they are very eager. They are already in that space. And the very positive thing I keep hearing from the people in the digital space, they keep telling me, you know, we're going to make this much money minus tax. It's going to be so much. I'm very happy that everybody is now becoming conscious about making sure that we pay our taxes, because it's the only way we can sustain and maintain our independence as a country. Let me also give my commitment to the entrepreneurs in this space, people in the SME space, that we are working with Meta Group and all the other actors in this space to make it much more easier for our MSMEs to understand how they can do business, how they can conduct their enterprises in the digital space, how we can create more entrepreneurs in the digital space, how we can use the digital space and the capabilities that can be obtained in that space to assist our micro, small, and medium enterprises to scale up their businesses. I have offered also opportunities to a Meta Group that Kenya is already in consultations with other actors. We're shortly going to have a 1 gigawatt data center complete with cloud infrastructure. We've already broken ground on it, and using our renewable energy, we want to make Kenya a first in green data centers that will again be available for companies like the Meta Group to have a conversation, especially since we are discussing around the capabilities that artificial intelligence can bring into this space to give additional leverage to entrepreneurs, to business people, to content creators, to do more with a lot of ease. The monetization exercise is also going to be available on M-Pesa. I think many people have been wondering, how do we do this? Because not many of our content creators have credit cards or other instruments, financial in nature. But I was very happy to hear that the team from Meta have already carried out experiments and that it works. And therefore, in the next few weeks and months, it will now be possible for our content creators to transact using the M-Pesa platform, which is a much more easy, accessible, you know, and a space where many Kenyans interact much more freely and much more comfortably. So again, that is one step that would make it much more easier for our content creators across Kenya and many people participating in this space.